Jake, you're coming over to us, VIP.
Over to the dark side, Lee, yeah.
Going to be fighting on September the 15th?
Yeah, hope so.
Last time out, I think it was down at Midland Arena. Once you pick up your first stoppage, and in style as well, with a great body shot.
Yeah, really finding my feet now with the pros, feeling more comfortable and starting putting a body shot together, so I can't wait to get back out.
Well, I filmed your last couple of amateur fights. I think you fought Johnny Brown and a kid who helps run performance platform.
Yeah, Stephen Whitaker.
That's it, and I videoed those two fights, but they were comeback fights. Because you'd not boxed for, was it about 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, 2 or 3 years, yeah.
Because you took time out to do your, is it what,
degree,
sports science
degree, yeah.
I always say to Lee it's at college, but he goes mad at me because university degree, wasn't it?
Yeah, uni degree, yeah.
Because you did it with one of my best mates, Lee Whitehead.
Yeah, carried Lee through the course. But then every time I was on the course, he was getting in my ear saying, "You wasted time, you need to get back into it." So then I went down to Bridgewater and had them 2 warm-up combat fights. Yeah. And then had a few more and then turned pro. Because
prior to that, 3 or 4 years before, you were one of the top amateurs in the Northwest, weren't you?
Yeah. I'd done all boxing and stuff, but I got 2 bad decisions in national finals back to back, and then I just sort of lost my way with it a bit.
Well, how many fights did that entail then up until then? How many were?
I had about 60 odd, and then I come back, I had about 10 for Lee.
Because on that night, I remember that I found out, obviously I knew you through Lee Whitehead, but Brad Reed used to talk a lot about you. When I used to ask him who was his favourite fighter, you were the guy.
Yeah.
And he's making his debut on the night that you're making your debut for VIP.
Yeah. He's a top mate of mine, Brad. What a great fighter he is.
It's very deceiving because you look at him and you don't think he'd fight the way he does.
No.
Because he can have a real little tear up, can't he?
Yeah, of course. When I come back to Leeds, and I was obviously way off the pace of where he used to be, and I used to see Brad as a little kid, and we sparred him, and he used to give me hell. You know, when I come back, and I used to think, you know, like, is this for me? But I've caught him up now.
Do you think you found your feet now in the pro game? Because, like I say, you were finding your feet when you returned back to the amateur game, and obviously the game had changed a lot because people were wanting to try and make it more professional, and you perfected that amateur style, that fencing style, haven't you, where you hit and moved and didn't get hit.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. So when I left boxing, it was all about point scoring and things like that, and then we'll come back. I never ever used to throw a body shot. Was never taught to do it. So, and that's what the judges are scoring now, pressure and like a bit more pro. So I've been throwing him a bit more. Stopped my last kid with a body shot.
I was going to say, well, so obviously you do something right, because it was, and against a kid who doesn't normally get that stopped that often. I mean, James Goldman, I think the last time he was stopped was on one of our shows, VIP, at the Victoria Warehouse with Liam Taylor, who's on the verge of being a top 10 welterweight fighter.
And the one before him was Lewis Ritson, and they stopped him on work rate, so to actually knock him out was a big thing for me.
Well, I know you're chuffed because I spoke to you afterwards, and like saying it was a peach of a shot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it wasn't a TKO because he never got up. He was counted out on the floor, so it was a nice little tick in the box there, wasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. And it just gives me the confidence knowing that I can hurt people to the body. So I know that when I go forward, I've always got that in me. Do you know what I mean?
How old are you now, James?
20, just in 23.
23. Because like say you took, was it a 3-year course, that degree that you took?
3 years out, 3 years out of boxing and come back. And
does that help you actually feel?
Yeah, it helps with the nutrition side and stuff like that. But when just before the course, I was sort of playing at boxing, you know what I mean, just because I was on England and stuff like that, and I've had the time off. And when I come back, I know now that this is what I want to do. So I'm hungrier, do you know what I mean? So them 3 years have done me the world of good.
Sometimes, a break can do you good when you don't know anything else.
Yeah.
Well, you've come back and you've come back really hungry now.
Yeah, well, I've come back for the right reasons, and now I know that I could have got a decent, well-paid job with my degree. I don't want to do that, you know. I'd rather go skin and give this me everything.
Yeah. Because there's quite a few people who've done that course. I remember chatting to Danny Wright, and he was 2 years into that course before he's just took a bit of a semester, take a bit of time off from it. Hopefully he's going to go back to it, but hopefully he doesn't have to, because he's determined to eventually be a world champion at some point. What are your ambitions?
I want to be a world champion, really, and I fully believe that I can do it.
Is there anyone out there now that's fighting that you beat as an amateur that perhaps you're looking to thinking, I wouldn't mind him again? Or beat you, you know?
I boxed everyone as an amateur, but like when I come back, there's kids like Kane Gardner.
Yep.
Beat him 3 times as an amateur, and then I come back and he was been doing well. He's 5-0 now and he's knocking kids out, and I'm like, you know, I'm thinking, God, if I just wouldn't have had that time out, I would have been well ahead. But do you know what I mean?
So obviously those are the fights that you're looking to maybe further down the line.
Yeah.
You're 3-0 now. He's 5-0.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be a great central area fight.
Yeah, 100%.
Because Kane's managed by Steve as well, and these are fights that he's looking to put on. You know, real good quality fights that help one of you to go to the next level.
Yeah. Well, obviously, there's loads of top lads who are all coming through now, and we're all about the same weight. So if we all keep winning, them fights definitely get made.
So what is your weight then?
I'm a welterweight.
Welterweight.
Yeah.
Is it welterweight or light welterweight? Which?
I don't know. I think I'm a welterweight. I'll try and make it, or try and get to as low as I can and see how I feel in one of my fights. But
yeah.
I think I'll be a welterweight. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen. September the 15th, Victoria Warehouse. You're gonna have your 4th fight. Hopefully, I'll be chatting to you and you'll be 4-0.
Yeah. Nice one, Lee.
Take care, Jake. Bye.
Bye.